Oh, you get the Cup, I mean Xfinity and the truck?
Yeah, main three.
That's cool.
Pocono once again, baby.
Hey, Racing Vlogs. How you doing, everybody? My name is Tom, and today I'm at Pocono Raceway for NASCAR Weekends 2025.
Hey, editing Tom here. Boy howdy, the intro is full of wind noise and you can barely hear me, so I'm gonna have to step in for this idiot real quick. So all I was really saying in the intro is just welcome to Pocono. Even though I'm not a really big modern NASCAR fan, because personally I kind of think modern NASCAR sucks, to put it bluntly. There's no reason a top rung of motorsports should it be spec series, especially when you have things like the NASCAR Modified Tour, which has, you know, Troyer versus Fury race cars. You have sprint cars with like Eagle versus Triple X. Big Block Modified World, obviously we have Bicknell versus TO versus Troyer, then all the other micros, but that's not even going into playoffs and stage racing and all of that. But I just basically went on to say, even though I don't like what's going on track behind me during the weekend, it still is a fun weekend to be a part of and to go and hang out with family and stuff. So that's really all I said in the intro, and I kind of went on to say this is just the end of the Thursday portion of the video, so let's just move on to Friday.
Hey Tom,
Hey Joe.
can I be in your video?
I
If you don't come in Long Pine Road, you wind up, you're coming in Long Pine Road. All right, go ahead. You gotta watch the road trees. Anywhere from the flags to the flags.
Oh, now put it back together.
lot of smoke.
I really hate track bashing. I try to avoid it at all costs. I know a lot of issues that come up on the fan side of things are typically out of the control of staff members, and I have had some hiccups during my time as a track chaser, but I never add them into these videos because I'm not really in the market to hurt a track's reputation just because I have some sort of ego or anything like that. But Pocono Raceway is different. Pocono is meant to be the gold standard of Northeast racing. The biggest track with the biggest budget, with the biggest race, Pocono Raceway, I need to hold to a higher standard. I've been coming to this race since 2010, when I was 12 years old. And every year the fan experience seems to get worse and worse. Newer rules with both the track and NASCAR has restricted and dulled this weekend year over year. A lot of you know me personally and know my dad survived a brain aneurysm a couple of years back. If you don't know, that stubborn Italian has made a tremendous recovery. However, time has started to catch up with him and his mobility definitely isn't what it used to be. What he does have is a golf cart. So we thought about bringing the carts to the track to help him move around. And while Pocono does have shuttles, it's a little embarrassing to wave one down just to go 100 yards down the road to the bathroom. So what we did was we called the track's office and asked what we needed to do to be allowed to drive around the campground. And the response we got was simple: just bring the handicap tag and we'll be all set. So that's what we continued to do for 3 or 4 years. Saturday morning we were slowly waking up and started breakfast. At 8:30 in the morning, 4 or 5 of us were up, and in comes the typical power trip security guard. Bright and early in the morning, he starts yelling at how we're not allowed to have our own cart. We tried to tell him that we called years ago and got permission, but he said it's not allowed and those have been the rules for years. At one point I said, man, it's really frustrating that we did everything we were supposed to do, we got permission, and we're still being yelled at like this. And that did calm him down for a second, but then I don't know if his ego started to get hurt and triggered this or what, but he essentially started bullying us, yelling things that like, if that cart moves, I'll sue the pants off of you. We did get him back by driving his cart a few spots over since he left the keys in his and he couldn't keep an eye on all of us. But he was basically verbally abusing my dad, and this put a really bad taste in my mouth for the rest of the weekend. Eventually I went up to the stands early to get good seats for the 2 whole hours of practice us fans get now, and that's when it hit me that the cup haulers were already in the garage area, and we weren't getting the usual morning hauler parade through the campground that we normally do. I said to myself, well, there's the daily annoyance. But then I paused for a second. I didn't grab my phone to film. I just thought to myself, you know, I'm not really having fun this year. I don't want to film this. I'm spending all this money, much more than Oswego, Charlotte, Eastern States, and I'm getting less track time, less fan experience, and more restrictive rules. I don't know the right words for this, but the atmosphere since 2010 is completely different to what it is now. We're treated like we're liabilities and not like we're fans. It's at a point where I genuinely don't know if I want to go back to this race next year or scavenge those PTO days to redistribute them to the other race weekends that I mentioned, or maybe even add like the Outlaw 200 or Central New York Sprint Week. The story does have a happy ending though. While the guy in our site said that he was his supervisor My brother did find out who his superior was. We went even above that guy to the next level, explained our situation, and got explicit permission that we were allowed to continue to use the cart for the weekend. None of the security guys gave us grief after that, and as for our buddy and his picnic table...
Kurt, he wants I gotta take a picture. Yeah.
Well, he actually got to drive the Grand Marshal Kurt Busch around for a ride. So, Nan, Pop, please cover your ears for a second. Bob, suck a dick, buddy. Local short track racing is real, genuine motorsports that treats the fans with love and respect. Every single bullring owner is a million times more grateful for you spending your Friday or Saturday nights at their track than what a modern NASCAR track shows. NASCAR tracks just see you as dollar signs and lawsuits. It's sad because it's still a fun weekend, but knowing what it used to be 15 years ago, I have to say it is so much worse. And that's where I'm going to end the video, guys. After all of that, I really didn't feel like filming anything anymore, so I don't have anything else to show you anyway. I'll be back on the usual Northeast track chasing nonsense this weekend, so next week will be the usual short track videos. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end. Please like the video, drop a comment on your thoughts on all of this. I'm on Twitter, I'm on Facebook, both at Bear Racing Vlogs. Subscribe for more, and as always, support your local. All right.